activity on the floor, then a lot of laughter.
Huh?
There's a lot of activity on the floor.
Yeah. There's usually a decent amount of activity. We actually are rolling right now, so I guess they called it rolling because they actually had to roll the film back then, right? That makes sense, right?
Wait, so like recording?
Yeah, like it's recording. I get that's what I meant by rolling. I mean, I don't know if they actually use the. I don't know if they use those terms anymore.
So you
but
can edit this part out.
I could,
I-
or we could keep it in. Don't say anything stupid.
I would edit it out. I would edit this out.
So I'm gonna have to ask you to speak louder,
I would-
because I mean, the mic is obviously on. Wink, wink. But
Okay, this is edited. This is edited out.
I could trim it. Yes,
Yeah,
I could.
We'll do that.
Before posting it to the old tube you.
Okay.
Yap tube flu. Wait, am I just supposed to ask you what your thoughts are on social media and the impacts that has on today's site? All right, Carter. So I'm going to take the mic here. So today, the question I have for you is, what do you think social media? What do you think that the part that it plays in society? I can't talk. Society today. I mean, what like impact do you think social media has on just like everything in general? I'm not sure if that made any sense whatsoever. If I asked that right, but
Well, Benjamin, I use social media
please talk a little bit louder.
quite a bit, and
I understand.
I have Facebook,
Yep, same.
Twitter,
I do too. I don't use it though.
Instagram,
I use that.
Snapchat,
Same.
and that's it. But
I have a Twitch.
I don't know what that is. But I just want to talk about social media and how people are using it for different reasons than what it was intended for.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
like,
didn't know what to ask.
people used to stalk other people these days. They use it to
That is true.
follow other people's doings, and sometimes I fall into that trap myself. Well, I will.
Yeah. Same.
Well, I will stalk people on social media, and then after that, after doing that for a while, I'm like, why did I just waste all that time?
Yeah.
And I think it's just a trap, and I think it's trapping a lot of today's youth. I think that's a huge problem.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from with that. It's definitely. I mean, social media can be such a distraction in today's world, and it definitely inhibits a lot of or prohibits or something like that. You know, a lot of in-person interactions because they don't feel the need to do that anymore since they can just text each other and whatnot. And then yeah, with the whole following people up, excuse me, if people are spending their time doing that, you know, when they could be doing something more productive. I mean, they could actually, you know, be doing work or I don't know, hanging out with people in real life or something. And then, I mean, just you know, it just affects. I guess how they go about doing things, and they may prioritize that over other things, and of course that could lead to some issues. And you know, there's just there's just a lot of there's a lot of negative impacts that certain things that people are doing on social media today can have on people. And I think you could name a few more, right?
Well, see, I use my different social medias for different things.
Right. Okay.
Like
touch on
Facebook, I use to communicate with mostly family and friends.
Right.
It's more of a communication tool. I use Facebook Messenger more than
Right.
do
I was going to
Facebook-
say messengers for a bunch of group
more than
chats.
I do Facebook these days. And then Twitter is what I use to connect with sports.
Yeah, I feel like that's really what Twitter is
Fall-
these days.
Follow sports.
A lot of it.
Follow sports. Tweet about sports.
Yeah.
I tweet. I'm most active on Twitter because I enjoy sports, and
Right.
Twitter has a lot more than sports. Obviously, it's politics, some of my other
Right.
So
President Donald Trump.
some of my other enjoyments. Yeah. So it has all that housed on Twitter, and I think Twitter is really useful in that facet. And Instagram, I use, but I'm not a huge fan of Instagram.
Right. I'm more of a user of Instagram, and that's
I'm
just you know.
it's just to democratic. Instagram just is. It doesn't have that it factor. It doesn't have that thing that makes me want to go there all the time.
Right.
I'll look at it, daily, but I'm not gonna obsess over Instagram because I just think the value that you get in Instagram is nowhere compared to the value that you get off Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, different social media apps, platforms cater to different people's needs, and of course, they're going to have different opinions on each one, but there are some things that we can all agree on, if we really look back and think about what they're doing to us. Even though, of course, lots of positive things can come out of them. As you were saying, keeping up with your sports is good, and you want to interject?
So, Snapchat.
Snapchat,
Here's my thoughts on Snapchat. I
took the world by storm.
I do not have a really big Snap skull. That's what you call it. I have about 5,000 Snap skull. So I'm not very into Snap chatting.
And mine's like.
And then Ben's here is like 380,000. Something.
Yeah, it's like 380,000 now.
380,000. Something huge. So Ben is obviously a much bigger user of Snapchat than I am, and I would like him to speak a little bit more to that actually.
Yeah, I honestly thought that Snapchat was really stupid back when I first started using a smartphone, and when I first heard about the app, I'm like, I'm not getting that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But then again, I think I also thought about that about Instagram, and then here I am today with an Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter, and yet Instagram and Snapchat are the ones I use the most, and yet they're like the two that I thought were the stupidest back then. I don't know. I don't remember what I thought about Twitter, but I probably thought it was dumb too. But I don't use Twitter very much. But I used to use Snapchat a lot more. I think I actually tend to use Instagram more these days. We're about the same, but and they are becoming more and more like each other, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I mean, copycats and the technology business, people get mad and whatnot, but I mean, hey, if Facebook wants their users to keep using Instagram or to start using Instagram because it has some of the features that Snapchat does, then that's a business model to go after. So, I mean, yeah, there's definitely some differences between the two, and there's positive and negative consequences of using both, respectively. Or there can be at least, and so they're just another couple platforms, and there's so many these days, but those are two of the world's favorites, I think, and back to you, Carter.
I have a question for you, Ben, actually.
Yes?
Would you consider Tinder a social media app?
Tinder, yeah, probably. I don't have an account personally, but from what I've heard, it would appear that way. What do you think?
Well, Tinder's an interesting app, in my opinion. I think it kind of deludes people's perceptions. I think that people aren't looking at what they should be looking at, and that's tough to. It's really tough to do online. So I think it's just deluding people's perceptions of what they should be. That's what Tinder is, in my opinion. Now, I wanted to discuss the impact of Snapchat maps.
Okay, interesting topic.
I have my own Snapchat map, so you can see where I'm at.
Right.
I don't think you do.
I have mine set to only 20 different people can see where I am.
Yeah.
I need to add you to that though.
Well, I check Snapchat maps quite a bit, and I don't know why I do it, because it's just interesting to me to see where people go,
Right.
see where people are. And I check it, daily, just to see, oh, well, this person's in Chicago, and maybe I'll Snapchat them. Hey,
Right.
why are you in Chicago? That just happened tonight. Somebody went to a Cubs game. I didn't know,
Oh wow.
but I found out because of Snapchat maps.
I mean, a lot of people might consider doing that kind of stuff creepy and stalkerish and whatnot, but I mean,
Well,
in today's society, it is. I mean, we do enjoy, seeing where people are and then hitting them up with a message or something, or just you know, seeing what people are up to, and you know, maybe they're by you. You never know.
I'm a big fan of Snapchat Maps.
All right, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are big fans.
Even though some people can and may use it for sexual predating, that's
Right.
obviously a topic in itself, and I'm obviously not a sexual predator, by the way. But
That is good to know. Thank you for clarifying that.
but people use it for that type of stuff, and I see the dangers and pitfalls in it as well as the usefulness of it.
Yeah, I mean, they do allow you to. They do have different options for you to, you know, not have yourself visible to other people.
And I was shocked. It came out a year and a half ago, probably.
Yeah, it's not that old, but
I
yeah.
was shocked when it came out because I thought, how is this legal?
Yeah, I know. I thought.
How do they get
I
this?
think most people thought right away, how is this even a thing? This is kind of messed up. But
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I think it really adds a new impact. I think it adds a new meaning to social media in itself.
yeah, I mean, it's another thing that within an app, you know, a social media platform, you can cater to your own wants. You don't have to have people know where you're at, but if you want people to know where you're at, by golly, go ahead and let them know where you're at. Assuming that you actually get on Snapchat throughout the day, but yeah, most people do. They have one.
Yeah, you see a lot of active nows
Yeah,
looking at Snapchat Maps.
that is true. I mean, basically, like every social media platform does have an active now thing somewhere in it.
Luckily,
Or-
Twitter doesn't.
Yeah, except for
I'm
Twitter.
pitching my Twitter idea.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess it's something that all these companies allow you to do, and that may be considered. It's kind of weird that they would allow you to know that in some ways, but I mean, it is kind of nice that they did that though, so you know what people you could just talk to quick, or what people you should leave alone and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. So do you have any more questions, Benjamin?
Questions. Let's see. What do you think the impacts of using social media more and more in this day and age? How do you think that impacts our in-person interactions and relationships with people? It's a pretty deep question.
Yeah, this is an interesting question. Interpersonal interactions have been declining ever
Right.
since social media got a
Prominent.
foothold.
Yeah.
Got a foothold in today's society. But I feel like they declined to the point where it's maybe counterproductive to today's society. But I don't see them declining anymore because most humans are antisocial enough to the point where they can't get any more antisocial, frankly. So I think that the importance of interpersonal
I mean,
conversation can't go any more down the drain than it already has. So hopefully it hits a little spike down, like continuing to spike down, but then it hits that spike and just goes like that. So hopefully we can see something like that. And I don't know, maybe there's an argument that social media and interpersonal interactions aren't actually connected at all.
I mean,
And
yeah.
there's an argument that humans have just been getting more and more psychopathic over time.
I mean, that's possible, yeah.
I would
I
argue
mean,
that's
if there's research to back
probably too.
that up, then
With today's entertainment, today's music, today's I'm
Yeah.
not talking about good music. I'm talking about bad music like rap or something like
yeah,
that.
I get what you're saying.
But it's
yeah.
poisoning today's youth. But what was I saying? Oh. But today's entertainment, I think people are just getting more psychopath, and then people are just getting further and further removed from reality.
Yeah.
Which maybe we don't even have a reality anymore at this point.
Yeah,
But
that is true. It is. Yeah, that's a good point. We're kind of just, as a world and as society today, it's kind of spiraling downwards either way, I guess. Even without social media, probably. And that's a scary thing, but maybe these maybe social media could actually help the world come back to the way it was before. I don't know. It's just about how everybody decides to use it and what's the word? Implement it into their lives. Positive ways, obviously. And yeah, let's see. I hope this thing's still recording.
This part out.
No, we don't have to cut this part out. But Twitch is just it's another app, and I'm just not going to talk about it because I don't know what to say. I don't use it. I just have one.
I don't know what Twitch is. I'll be honest. I've heard of it, but I couldn't.
It's some kind of video streaming thing.
I couldn't tell you what it is.
Yeah, but there's all sorts of things these days. Some of them are more prominent than the others, but they all are basically doing the same thing, and people use it for a variety of reasons. But
So
we all do it, and
let's
Don't think
pose
much of
the
it.
question to the viewers.
all right, we should pose a question. Do you have an idea what that question should be?
Putting you on the spot. Well, here's my take on it. I want to know, the viewers, hit a comment in this
Right. Comment in the comment section, replying, answering this question he's about to ask. All right, your attention, my attention.
What do you think about today's social media? Do you think that it's harming or hurting society? Because there's definitely an argument for both. I want to know what you would say about social media, and is it harming or hurting? And what is it harming or hurting? Be specific in the comments. Hit like, hit subscribe on this channel. I know the last video that me and Ben did gained a lot of traffic for the channel. I'm sure this one's gonna be a major viewer too.
I sure hope so.
I'm expecting
Thank you.
I'm expecting about 150 to 200 views.
That would be really cool. We gotta get some more people here to subscribe and whatnot and watch.
Yeah.
We really need to build up a following here, and hopefully these videos can do that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll see you guys.
Yeah, we should do this again sometime, of course.
I'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week.
You heard the man. Next week we'll be doing this again. Different topic. Thank you, Carter, for all that stuff. Nice chat.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. And as he said, make sure you subscribe, like, drop a comment answering his question. And I appreciate it, guys. And I will be doing that giveaway once I get something to give away. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and like the video and drop a comment. I guess that comment about his question would count as a comment. So yeah, do that. And by the way, I'm doing a giveaway. So
I'll let you go.
yeah, you need to enter that giveaway.